This is my sister, Rebecca. She acts like she hates me. She tries to manipulate everyone, including my mother. Becky and I, we had a good relationship up until 2006. 2006, Rebecca and her husband separated. She showed up at my house drunk. She had a purse full of dollar bills. She'd been stripping at the local bar. And I told Becky she couldn't do that. She had 3 children. I offered her to move into a home I had. I gave her a car to use. I paid her all her bills. And after a few weeks, I found her a job. She refused to take that job. And I told her if she didn't take the job, and she'd have to pay me rent or she'd move out. She chose to move out of the home. But when she moved out, she called the corporate office where I worked and tried to tell them that I was a drug dealer and get me fired from my job.
What year was that?
That was approximately 2006. Mm-hmm. But since that incident, Rebecca and I have not talked until November of 2013. I lost my son. Mm-hmm. At the time my son died, my son, his ex-wife, and his 2 children were living with my mother. My son died. Becky came over within 24 hours and beat up Alicia, my son's ex-wife.
Why?
I don't know why Becky beat Alicia up. Okay. And she did it in front of my grandchildren. They just lost their father. Right. And after that, things went downhill between us.
Not a tear in her eye.
This is what I go through.
Work harder.
This is what I go through with her.
Just ignore her. As you see, I'm ignoring her.
It's so hard.
Where's the
but
tear,
she turned around. Can you please make her stop?
That's enough, ma'am.
But after my son died, she turned around and she's kept everything. Alicia had to move out of the house and the grandchildren, and they didn't even get all their belongings. My grandchildren still do not have the belongings that their father bought them. And they deserve that.
Who has them?
Rebecca. I can't even have a keepsake from my son. She tries to act like my son loved her more than anybody, more than his family, and that is not true. My son had a big heart, and he loved a lot of people.
I have part of his life.
I have Facebook
drug
postings.
addict.
Let her speak now. Go ahead. What do you want to say, ma'am?
You're jealous, and that's all it is.
Ma'am, speak to me. What do you want to say?
Lori is a drug addict, an alcoholic. She never raised Ricky. My mother raised him since he was an infant. He didn't even call her mother. He called my mom, Mom. Does that tell you anything?
That is not true, Your Honor.
It is true, Lori. Wake
Ma'am,
up.
Speak to me.
Wake up.
Ma'am, speak to me.
She's a selfish, greedy person. That's who she is. She's selfish and greedy. She's been jealous of me my whole entire life. And she says nasty things about me because she's jealous of me and who I am, because she is nobody. And she never will be. And she's trying to put me down, and I am tired of her trying to put me down and insult me.
What is she jealous of you about?
She always has been. She's jealous of my breasts. She's jealous of everything.
Of your what?
My breasts. Because I'm bigger than she is. Yeah, she's bigger. She's jealous of everything. She's jealous of everything about me. My hair, my eyes. I'm prettier than her. It's been that way my entire life. That's just, she's sick. She needs help. She's an alcoholic. Her mind is pickled. She needs to do another line and feel better. Because if you notice, Your Honor, she didn't have one tear in her eye. Work at it, Lori.
That doesn't mean, ma'am, stop that. That doesn't mean she's not grieving.
The courtroom temperature is rising fast. Instead of focusing on the legal claim, the sisters are trading deeply personal accusations about their past and their families. Judge Mathis now has to separate emotional attacks from evidence that actually proves the case.
Just because a person doesn't have a tear in their eye, you say do one more line. Are you saying that she's on coke?
Yeah, she's on cocaine, and she's an alcoholic, and she smokes marijuana every day. Okay. She even has her son purchase it for her. Now, does that tell you what kind of mother she is?
I'm not going to let you defame the son. And
I'm not talking about that son, Your Honor.
Okay, there's another son?
There's 2 more sons, and ask her where her sons are at, her other 2.
You tell me if you have something to say.
One's in jail because he's on heroin so bad, and he's in jail.
Because of you.
Not because of me. I didn't tell him to go.
You
I'm
have
not the
taken
one that
everything.
tell him
You
to
will
have
not give my
90
children
Xanax
anything.
on them.
And
I'm
this
not
is not a
telling him the
court.
one that have stolen property. I'm not the one that did resisting arrest.
All right, ma'am. And did you go over jumping on somebody?
My nephew's ex came into my mother's house yelling at my mother, stating that everything is hers and calling my mom dirty names. My mom is 79 years old. When I got to my mother's house, my mother was very upset. And all I told Alicia was, you do not call my mother's names. You don't come in her house and call her names. And I said, and I try to say it very calmly to her. And I said, and by the way, and I said, by the way.
You say it calmly while you're swinging on.
She hit me first, Your Honor.
Don't call my mother names.
Whatever I got to do to protect my mother, you're right.
And
Whatever
you say
I
it calmly. You might not swing calmly.
But Your
you
Honor,
say
she
it calmly
hit me first.
while you're swinging.
She hit me first, Your Honor.
Okay.
She hit me first.
All right.
Your Honor, I have a statement from Alicia stating what happened that
all right,
night.
we're not. That's not really what we're here for today. But let's see it.
And
That's
I said,
what
by
you do.
the
You say
way.
it calmly while you're swinging on.
She hit me first, Your Honor.
Don't call my mother names.
Whatever I got to do to protect my mother, you're right.
And
Whatever
you say
I got
it calmly. You might
I
not
said it
swing calmly.
But Your
you
Honor,
say
she
it
hit
calmly
me first.
while you're swinging.
She hit me first, Your Honor.
You're suing for the emotional distress dealing with what exactly?
Rebecca is making her own emotional distress claim, but the judge immediately asks for evidence. Allegations alone aren't enough in court, especially when the claim involves repeated harassment and emotional harm. Documentation and credible proof can make all the difference.
Dealing with Rebecca, and I have Facebook postings where she's saying I am not a mother.
And she's not, Your Honor. She
And
never
she's-
raised her kids.
Why are you saying all this? Where did all this come
She's
from?
stating that I'm keeping everything. I raised my
Okay, that's
son
what this is
off
about.
of
The
school.
son's, your nephew's belongings. Is that what this is about? Huh?
It's the mean, hateful things she's putting on voicemail.
Let's hear it from you.
And why did
to
I
you.
put that on?
Hold on, ma'am. Let me hear. A good Christian. Let me hearing that. I'm trying to be a God-serving man. I've never heard that type of cursing. All these racial slurs. But you have a right to say all of that you want. Because it's freedom of speech. If that's what you want to make racial slurs, that's fine.
You know.
You're not the Sterling. He didn't have a right to say what he said. You know the difference? He ordered his employee to keep blacks from coming. That's discrimination. That's against the law. A boss can't tell an employee, don't let black people come. I don't want them there. People keep saying, well, he could say what he wants. That's a private conversation. No, it wasn't a private conversation. That was an order to his employee. Don't bring him around. I don't want him there. And she was his employee. So he acted on his racist attitudes. He ordered discrimination. That's different from this little name calling. Nobody care about this little name calling no more. Who cares?
I agree with you.
What do you mean you agree? You're too pitiful to you. I'm not going to even address that. What is your counterclaim? How does she cause you emotional distress?
I am countersuing her from the emotional stress that she's put me on. She's threatened to have my nephew's remains moved prior, about a month after that he...
That's her son?
That's her son, which is my nephew.
Why would she want her son's remains?
Because she supposedly, I have, excuse me, I'm talking. I have the Facebook page book right here where she
But
pays.
why? What was the purpose?
Because she supposedly don't want him by the evil, and this is our family plot.
I love
and she
you,
knew-
baby, and think of you every day. Who was she speaking to?
I'm speaking to my son.
Oh, okay. That's her son.
I am having my son moved because...
What else has she done to you to cause you emotional distress, ma'am?
Because she's sitting there harassing me on Facebook.
Show me the proof.
She's sitting there and before...
Show me the...
Rebecca is making her own emotional distress claim, but the judge immediately asks for evidence. Allegations alone aren't enough in court, especially when the claim involves repeated harassment and emotional harm. documentation and credible proof can make all the difference.
Evidence.
She deleted the post.
Do you have any evidence, ma'am?
I got evidence that my emotional stress. Yes.
That's what I'm asking. What is it, ma'am?
And
What is this?
that is from my counselor
almost
that
made
I
it
have
funny.
been going to
Oh, she
counseling.
don't have nothing to do with you going to counseling, I promise you. No. Don't you blame that on her. No. What else, ma'am?
And I have a statement from our mother.
What is this?
A statement from our
Saying
mother.
what?
Saying how much emotional stress that Lori has caused this
That's
family.
not what she's saying. She's talking about the property.
And Your Honor, I don't have no property and never did have
all right.
property.
You haven't been able to prove your emotional distress, ma'am. She has. I'm going to grant you $2,000 for the outrageous and extreme treatment that you have received from the defendant. God bless you. And I'm going to pray for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.